Welcome to Tales from the Crypt, and thank you for turning into this special bonus episode. If you're here, you're already a cherished Crypt Cat, and you probably already know what we're about. Content warnings can be found in the episode's description. I'm your host, your best friend, and benevolent Crypt Keeper, Riley Groves. Now sit back and enjoy this very special episode. Welcome back to Tales from the Crypt. Returning to the table is me, your friend, your host, and your Crypt Keeper. I want to say thank you so much for joining me on this very, very, very special bonus episode where we're going to finish up playing Spire's End-Hildegard. If you haven't listened to the first couple parts of this game, you're going to want to go back and listen to those first, because jumping in now, you'll honestly have no clue what's going on. So unless you like being utterly confused, I would suggest going back and giving those a listen first. Not that I want you to leave here and stop hanging out with me, but I am also on those other episodes, so join me there. We're jumping into Chapter 4 of Spire's End-Hildegard. It is the final chapter, and so some full disclosure, I have played this game a couple times before this. I will say I'm usually pretty bad at it, as I've said before. I've only made it to chapter 4 one other time, and I just remember it going disastrously. Now, I do think that I took different paths to get here this time. I have a lot more different items than I did any other time, and I feel pretty well equipped. Well, I feel kind of well equipped. In the last episode, I had the chance to buy a bunch of things, but I didn't have nearly enough money, and so I don't quite feel super well equipped, but I have 4 feats of marksmanship. I have $8 to my name. I have the gray blue wild shot die, which is the best one, and I've got a plucky attitude. So with that, I'm hoping that carries me through. I do remember this last chapter being like by far the most dangerous, and I don't know if that's just because of the choices that I make, because I'm a bit of an idiot, or if it's just all around more dangerous. I'm assuming it's more dangerous. I'm really hoping to bring us to the end here. I'm hoping that I don't get Hildegard deaded too quick. If I do, I would like this to be a regular length episode, but I'm not going to cheat my way to victory. We don't do that here on Tales from the Crypt. All of our successes and everything have been genuine. So if you ever wondered, in any of the other episodes where it seemed unlikely, like in We Deal in Lead, when John as Betty Bob Cocker was going up in a duel against the Red Right Hand, if he really did roll so well and win, he really, really did. And in The Last of Us Escape the Dark, if you wondered if we really, really won that final battle, even though it was laughably against us, we actually did win that. Although I think we lost that game. So we don't cheat here. I'm not going to cheat tonight. If I don't make it, what I might do is set aside a card and say, hey, this is where I'm going to say, this is like my save game file, right? I'm going to do that a little bit, like as we get into the episode. I'm going to do that so that if I do die suddenly, and this episode is 13 minutes long, then I'm going to go back and start again from that card, just to give you guys your money's worth. I don't want to be like, hey, here's Hildegard and she died and that's the end. Thank you for listening. It seems like a disservice. So I'm going to get a little bit into it, and then pick that card and say, hey, this is that time, just so we can spend enough time together. And hopefully I won't have to go back to it. I'll just win. I'll deliver this mysterious package, whatever it is. I'm just as curious as Brad Pitt. I'm like, what's in the box? Nobody knows. Somebody knows, but not me. And so that's the game plan. As Ryan Trahan said in his 50 Days, 50 State series, That's the game plan, man. Love Ryan Trahan. So that's that. If you hear any weird sounds in the background, just know that's Rebecca and her friends playing Mario Party. I cannot seem to have them be quiet at this point. So if you hear that, that's just extra fun. That's just extra fun in the background. That's for all you guys, knowing that we're a fun bunch of coconuts over here. I also just want to take a moment and say thank you so much for your patronage. Really, these episodes are for you. We wouldn't do it without all of our fans. We really appreciate you and all of your support over the years. It's been great. We've had a great time making this podcast and just look forward to doing it for a long time. With that, we upgraded our recording space. We got a new table, so we got rid of the plastic table. We got a nice new wooden table in. We're hoping that helps reduce some of the reverberation that might be heard in the microphones or when people are rolling. So this is the first podcast actually recorded with that table. Even though I don't use too much of that table when I record alone, I actually sit mostly at a different table than everybody else, just because I got a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's all that. So without further ado, let's jump into chapter 4, which is Seacrest Cliffs. Card number 293, The Arch. To enter Seacrest, you must pass under the harbor arch, where the authorities often question out-of-towners. Perched on top is a row of imposing archers. You step into a crowded line at the foot of the arch. Before long, you are at a city entrance booth, which houses an attendant. What brings you to Seacrest Cliffs, Pearl of the West? Today's festivities, perhaps? The Eclipse Parade, he asks, visibly excited. Ordinary delivery or official business? I'm going to go with ordinary delivery. Oh, just an ordinary delivery. And I head to card number 294. Ordinary indeed. Papers, please, the booth attendant states, annoyed. I haven't any papers, you say. Now, let me see what you have there. I see a paper slipped under the twine. Oh, that. It's a shopping list for the market, you lie. Another man, formally dressed with a top hat, interrupts the conversation. Speaking of shopping, Hildegard, we need to go over that list. We missed a few things. He glares at you. Surely you can come back this afternoon, he says with a wink. Yes, this afternoon, or hand over the delivery instructions. Oh, crap. Already. I don't really want to go with this guy. The last guy I went with tried to murk me in an alley, I think. Do I want to hand over the delivery instructions and just get in? That sounds like I'll get into less trouble if I'm just like, hey, here's the instructions. Please let me in. I'm going to do that. I'm handing over the delivery instructions. I have orders to deliver this to the Baroness myself. Here, take a look. Frustrated, you slide the paper into the slot on the booth counter. The man looks it over. I doubt that. Amund, we have a situation. I need you here at once. A well-put-together man with a large bow struts over and flashes his pearly whites. How can I help? He says in a dreamy voice. Gentlemen, if you don't mind, there's been a mistake. This delivery has come in error. Hildegard, come with me, interjects the man in the top hat. He grabs hold of your arm firmly and turns you around. Go, run now, he whispers. Fuck me. Already, I guess the save fucking card should have been card number 1 because I'm such an idiot. You make a break for the harbor. Quickly, follow me into the fish market. You hear a whistle as an arrow flies through the gentleman's top hat. Thankfully, his head is spared. Back here, before we're caught! Arrows soar through the air, sticking to the boxes of fish and barrels around you. Through there! The man retreats into a passage in a rock wall, behind an abandoned fish stand. You follow. I've never run so much in my life. You are led through a series of corridors, then out the alley into the city walls. You should be safe here. The man pulls out a yellow crystal out of his pocket. He holds it out so you both can see it. A ghostly figure projects from the crystal, a woman dressed in red. Hildegard, our curtain of time is closing fast. I, Marin, seer of the Grey Oaks, selected you for this task for your uncanny and consistent ability to be less than impressive. Oh my god. That's so rude. You've done your job well. I wish I could say the same for myself. The Baroness is not who she once was, and we can't let her have what's in that package. I have an idea of what it is. I need you to open it and see if my suspicions are correct. Yes or no. All right, so I like continually not trust the right people. I'm gonna try to trust this lady. Whatever that note said almost got me killed already, so I'm gonna go with yes and head to card 305. You open the lid to reveal a cylinder the size of a sword hilt. It's plain with a red button on top. You take it out of the box and show it to them. Pull card number 371. Card number 371 is the mysterious cylinder. Discard the mysterious package and put the mysterious cylinder in your inventory. Oh, shit. I failed the fucking main quest already, so let's hope this is worth it. Bring this to me. Head to the north side of town to the lighthouse on the hill. I'll meet you there. If you get into serious trouble or life-threatening situation, push that button. But be warned, it too is dangerous. Find Dagrun and the haberdashery. By then I should know more about ... You hear a whistle. Top Hat Man cries out and drops the yellow crystal. It shatters, and the projection of Marin fades. Place this conversation in your inventory. Who was Dagrun? Card number 307. You rush to the man's aid, but it's too late. He took his last breath before he hit the ground. Another arrow strikes inches away with enough force to pierce the cobblestone street. Through the gray ocean mist, you can see the hillside, edged in cliffs, and the lighthouse resting upon it. It looks terribly far. You can hug the alleyway to the left or head towards the center of town, directly toward the lighthouse. Both look to provide ample cover. Pull card 372 and 373. Alright, we got what looks like it's probably our first arrow cards here. The instructions on that say, on Archer instructions, I got one card that's like a Hildegard kind of health meter like we've had in previous battles. And then the other card that says Archer instructions. You are being hunted by the 7. That's great. Place card 373 face up. Then pull and shuffle cards 374. There are 7 of them. Place them in a separate stack face down. This is the Archer deck. You will be instructed to pull cards from the Archer deck. This is an Archer strike. Any hits taken from the Archers remain on Hildegard's hit meter until instructed otherwise. Any blocks placed on the hit meter are removed after each strike ends. They can be replaced when applicable on the next Archer strike. When you defeat an Archer, place it back in the Archer deck and reshuffle, unless instructed otherwise. Remember, you do not get a separate set per Archer. You have one set per turn to split up how you choose. Bonus, if you have the Chestnut Popper, you may use it during any Archer strike to instantly remove an Archer from play. They have been incapacitated or have retreated and cannot return. Dude, I sold the fucking Chestnut Popper in the last episode. I told you, I am miserable at this game. I really hope when we do more of these and when other cast members of Tales from the Crypt do these, I'm begging them to be better at their games than I am at mine. Because so far, feel like I'm doing doo-doo. Like I'm okay because I'm, in chapter 4, I didn't die before, which I will tell you, I've died in chapter 2 a number of times, I think. I think it's pretty hard to die in chapter 1, but I died really early into chapter 2 multiple times. I made the wrong decisions over and over again. It was pretty gruesome deaths. Or endings anyways. At one time I got locked in a cage in a carny's fucking cart or some shit like that. It was pretty bad. But alright, without delaying, I'm gonna pull out the Archer cards here. So another thing about this game, the backs of the cards don't all look the same. When you're going through the different decks, like chapter 1 has a specific card back. Chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, they all have a specific card back to it. But within those decks, they have cards with different backings on them. So they have some that look like the towns. They have some that look like fishing or animals. It's just a really, really cool designed game. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the components. But the reason I'm bringing this up now is that the back, there's a lot of different backs, especially in chapter 4, now that I'm looking at them. And I will say they are fucking menacing looking. There are several that are like this dark, like black. Well, black's always dark, but they're like black with like red smears and just like menacing fucking pictures on them. Even the fishing card for this one, it's called The Well. I'm not there yet. I'm just giving you some heads up. It's just like fucking menacing looking. It's just a black card, a single hook. Like, ugh. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm fucked up, if I'm being honest. So, going back to the card I was on, go around the outside of town or head to the center of town. I feel like I want to go around the outside of town. I'll be risk adverse. Going through the center of town seems really dangerous. So I'm going to go around the outside. All the trailer park girls go around the outside. You enter a quiet courtyard with a well at the center. A boy is leaning over the side, looking at something. You don't see any imminent danger or signs of archers. Approach the boy or ignore the boy and continue. Because I was just talking about this well card and how menacing it looked, I feel like I have to now play it. Like it's yeah, I'm going to approach the boy. Keeping to the shadows, you approach the boy. Excuse me, I need to get to the north side of town, you say. If I stay on this street, will it take me there? The boy's head cranes up. Yeah, keep along the street. He dips his head back down into the well. What are you looking at down there? I saw something glowing. I've never seen anything like it, he says. Get out your fishing pole, if acquired. I do have a flimsy fishing rod. Or hardly time to fish. I'm going for it. I'm going for card 310. I'm trying to get to the well. Since we've established that decision-making skills aren't your area of expertise, you whip out your fishing rod and drop a line into the well. Oh my god. You both peer down into the darkness and wait. Sure enough, a faint orange glow pulses below. The hair on the back of your neck stands up. What is that? Continue to fish or stop fishing. Continuing, I'm going to continue to fish. It's the wrong choice. I'm telling you, it's the wrong choice. All right. I've got one chance. I have to hit it. Accuracy set of 3, so I'll roll 3 dice. I have to get 1 bullseye, and I can only use half black circles and half white circles. So we'll roll our 3 dice here. I got 1 of each, so I'm going to keep 2 of those dice. I got 1 dice to reroll. I only get 1 chance, so I'm going to reroll 1 die and see if I can get... all right. I did not get what I needed. I'm going to roll my shot die here. I get the option to reroll 1. I'll reroll 1. All right. I did not get it. I failed to pull the glowing thing up from the well. If you don't get a bite, pull card number 312. This or that. You hug an outside wall until you reach across the street. There's a sign pointing in both directions. Forward, Crow Society. Right, Haberdashery, Central Crest. Staying the course seems rather deserted. Turning to the right leads into a crowd. Roll any wild shot die. If you roll an X, pull 2 archer cards. For any other results, pull 1. Okay, I got a bullseye on my wild shot die, so I will pull 1 archer card. First fight with an archer, I suppose. This dude looks horrifying. It's a dude with a bow, with a blue, bow hanging off the top. He's blonde. He seems to have a beard. He's wearing furs. And he's got a really menacing mask on. He's got a hit accuracy of 3. He has a health of 3, so I have to hit him 3 times. My combinations being well, it's hard to explain. I have multiple combinations, so hopefully this won't be too hard. I roll 4 die. Okay, and I actually got 1 full bullseye there already, so I'm going to mark that down. I'm going to roll my hit die. It comes up blank. So I'm gonna leave that as is. I'm not gonna try to protect myself at this point. I'm gonna roll for the archer now. His name's Hrut, H-R-U-T, Hrut. Nothing yet. I mean, he could potentially. I re-rolled. All right, and he doesn't match anything, so it's my turn again. I actually rolled pretty spectacularly. I got one bullseye, one half of a bullseye. Oh, nope, that's not a half bullseye. I do get one half. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. I got two bullseyes. I rolled my wild shot die, and it takes one of my hit die away. So that sucks. I would have killed him, but that just ruined that for me. So now it's the archer's turn again. He did get the first hit and the potentially third hit, but he missed the second one. So he does hit me once. Moving back to my turn. I got potentially one thing that I need. I'm going to reroll 3 die. Give myself the best chance. I got a second half of bullseye. My wild shot die did not fuck me this time. So I take my third hit, defeating Hrut. And shuffling him back into the deck, I remove the hit from me. So that's good. Me alive, he dead, Hrut dead, me alive, Hrut dead. And my options now, if you defeat the archer, continue below, otherwise reveal card 368. Okay, I'm going to go to the right. I'm going to the haberdashery. The lady in the glowing yellow crystal told me to go to the haberdashery. I'm heading to the right, following instructions. And I just remembered I have marksman greaves, which gives me block, which I totally forgot about, but I was just looking down at my inventory here. I'll be able to add 1 block die to my hit meter anytime I'm in a fight now, so I'll remember that. Better chance of not dying. So, moving on to card 324. Entering the heart of the festival, you see a fancy refreshment stand with a tray of glass flutes. In them, an amber liquid bubbles. You can't help but think this is the wrong audience for such a sophisticated drink. But you're not just anyone. What's in the glass? You ask, intrigued. A one-of-a-kind bubbling spring water captured from a secret location. It has magical healing properties and can cure any ailments. Who doesn't want that? Oh shit, I was incorrect. I should leave that first hit die on my thing. I actually should block it because I did have the marksman greaves. This sounds like cheating. I'm not cheating. I would have blocked that hit because I've got the greaves, which give me shield, so I wouldn't take that hit. So technically, I'm still at 0 hit, or I've got full hit points. So this card continues to say, the more gold you spend, the more you can drink. For each gold spent, remove 1 hit from Hildegard's hit meter, and then I can go to the haberdashery or continue towards the north gates. I don't have any hits on my hit meter. I'm not going to spend anything. I'm going to go to the haberdashery. A woman with a large eyepiece is behind the counter, cutting a lovely gold-laced fabric. Spools of string are tangled around her like spiderwebs. Do you have an appointment? I'm busy with the eclipse festivities. If you're in need of mending or healing, speak to the silk weaver in the back, she says without looking up. The options are, I'm in need of healing, I need a disguise, or Dagrun here. If find Dagrun is acquired. Well, it is. I finally found something. And I'm going to go to card number 329. The woman abruptly puts down her scissors and takes you to the back of the shop. Dagrun, someone's here to see you. A man with more nose than face gets up and whips out a yellow crystal. That's such a rude thing to say to somebody. He's got more nose than face? Fucked up. Not a word. I need to concentrate to do this. I'm no wizard, the man says, his eyes closed tight. Discard the conversation card, find Dagrun, and wait silently. Favorable outcomes. An astral projection of Marin appears in the mirage of translucent colors. You're alive. This makes things easier. My meditation into the expanse was a success. I've learned a great deal. As I suspected, what you have there is a means of travel. By pressing that button, you'll be transported to one of 2 locations. Your location is determined by turning the ring at the base of the cylinder. I tell you this because I don't see many favorable outcomes for you. If you're unable to reach me within the hour or faced with no means of escape, use this device. In the meantime, head to the lighthouse. I'll try and get there before you do. Place this conversation in your inventory. Continue toward the north gates. What the fuck does that mean? As you make your way towards the north gates, you catch a glimpse of what everyone is crowded around. There's a stage, a podium, and an unsettling row of people chained in pillories before it. These unfortunate souls do not appear to be in good spirits. Their presence compels you to investigate. Amund, the Baroness's right-hand man, takes center stage. He bows curtly and the crowd goes wild. You realize you've put yourself in danger, being so close to center stage. You watch, transfixed. You know, Hildy, I fucking would not. I would not. I would leave at this point. Tonight is a special night indeed. Let's all remove our hats and drink to Her Majesty the Baroness. Amund serenades the crowd with another gratuitous flourish. The Baroness strides onto the stage with 4 servants in tow, handling the train of her garish royal gown. She sweeps behind the podium, smooth as an uncurled wave in a low tide. Roll any shot die. If you roll a bullseye, pull 1 archer card. I'm gonna roll my original shot die, because I think it's got fewer fucking bullseyes on it than my... Oh no, they both have the same amount. Okay, doesn't matter. Rolling 1, I got a blank. So I evade the archer. Now I can either speak to the closest prisoner or try to escape through the north gates. I'm going for the gates, bro. I'm out of here. I'm not speaking to these people. I'm not sticking around. This Baroness seems like bad news. I'm heading to card 344. I will say right now, everybody, I am a little inspired. I am probably halfway, maybe 2/3 through chapter 4 deck already. I'm doing good. I know the last time I played this chapter, I ran into so many fucking archers that like I was just peppered with arrows. Not saying it's not still going to happen, but I'm inspired. I'm stupid. I didn't set a save card. We're already 30 minutes in. I didn't set that save card. I'm 30 minutes into the recording, editing that down, probably closer to like 25 minutes of time at this point, give or take. So I'm not going to set it. I think it is what it is at this point. I don't think I'm going to die outright immediately. I've got full health. I've got things going for me. I'm on a roll. I'm going to keep pressing on. I'm going to beat this shit. And here we go. I feel like I keep stalling, but I'm excited. I'm ready to win. I've owned this game for years. I'm ready to fucking win. Favreau Games, you guys made a fucking delight here, by the way. Kudos. You guys will probably never listen to this podcast, but fucking dose, man. I'm going to pick up the other one that they recently came out with. It looks a lot of fun. It looks like the same kind of game. Great job. I love this game. You hide in the festival traffic and traverse your way through the north gates into the Grey Sand Cove. The lighthouse is just up the hill. I'm not sure why I've let you live for so long. A good ale on an autumn afternoon harbors sympathy, I suppose, Amund says from behind. You stand your ground. Going forward, do not place defeated or removed archers back into the archer deck. They have been incapacitated or retreated, never to return. Pull 2 archer cards. I feel like that rant that I just had like a moment ago was so uncalled for. I think I spoke way too soon. Ah, fuck. Okay, here it goes. 2 archers. All right. These dudes look badass, quite frankly. Their names are Kerr. This dude looks like he's some sort of fucking half robot steampunk dude. He's got 3 HP. He's got a hit accuracy of 5, so that fucking sucks. The other one's name is Gerd. She's got 4 HP. She's got a hit accuracy of 3, so that's not too bad. I've got my bracers on, which I love. Good for me. That gives me an extra block. I'm gonna blow all my feats of marksmanship, quite frankly. I mean, I know it's good to keep them and, be able to use them for some of the positive side effects, But quite frankly, I feel like staying in the fight and having the chance to continue to roll die is really is the real game changer. I can get 1 feat of marksmanship back by defeating Gerd. I get nothing for defeating Kerr. So I'm technically taking like 2 blocks. So to take my first hit, I will need to get hit 3 times in order for that to happen. So here goes. I'm gonna fight. I only get to roll 1 shot die and have it affect both of them. So technically I need to get 7 bullseyes to defeat them both. Sounds gross saying it out loud. They have way more chances to hit me, but I'm optimistic. I'm gonna do it. I got some good fucking rolls here. Quite frankly, I've got a lot of things that can make a bullseye on 1 or both of them. So here it goes. All right. I rolled 2. I rolled 2 half things. All right. I got 1 bullseye so far. Rerolling. All right. I got 1 bullseye. I'm rolling my shot die. I rolled a ricochet, so I can reroll 1 of my die. I've got. Oh fuck yeah! All right. Okay. So I just got 2 bullseyes. I'm going to use them both on Gerd. No, I'm going to use them both on Kerr. He's got the least amount of health and the highest hit accuracy. So if I can take him out, because he can hit me with 5 fucking dice. If I can take him out of the fight quick, I'm much more comfortable fighting just Gerd, because she only rolls 3 dice. So we'll roll for Kerr first. He looks so badass. It's not even funny. Okay. All right. So all right. So here's what we got. He absolutely killed it. He knocked it out of the park. He hit me with the first 2 dice that he would need. He got that. Taking out both of my blocks on that one. So that really sucks. But luckily he only rolled that twice. And he had rolled what he would need to hit me the second time as well, and the third, but he didn't roll enough the first time to start that track. So he would have needed to get 3 half white targets, half white bullseyes, 3 white half bullseyes, but he only got 2. So now I'm going to roll for Gerd. Gerd did pretty good. She got the one that she needed. So they hit me 1 time. So I officially am down 1 HP. 1, 2, 3. I've got 8 total. My next 3 are still blocked. So I'm going to go now. I'm going to roll my 4 die. I got 1 bullseye officially. I got 2 halves of different colors. I'm going to reroll 1. I didn't get it. I'm going to reroll my shot die. I get to reroll 1. Come on. I didn't get it. Okay, but I got a 3rd hit. I'm taking out Kerr because that dude did some damage. So Kerr is dead. No longer to be alive. He does not get shuffled back into the deck. So that's awesome. Now it's just me versus Gerd. Gerd. Okay, so far she got nothing. So she rolls 2. She might have what she needs for the 3rd. Nothing. All right, she didn't hit me for shit. I'm all over Gerd at this point. Gerd can get hit in so many different ways. I got 1 bullseye for sure. I've got 1 full circle. I just need like the center dot on this last die. Oh, yes, I got it. I'm so excited. I'm pumped. I'm sorry. Rolling my shot die. It's a blank. That's 2 bullseyes on Gerd. She's down to 2 health. I'm doing good. I made it out of the hood. I'm doing good. Let's see. Okay, she didn't. roll anything that she needs. So I'm going to reroll 2. She's still got nothing that she needs. Reroll 1. Blanks. All right. Gerd sucks. I don't know how she made it on this team. I got 1 bullseye. I got the center circle. All right. That's just 1 bullseye for me. She's down to 1 health. I'm kicking her ass. Nothing. All right. I'm doing fucking good. I'm feeling good. I got 2 options here. Final fucking bullseye. Let's roll that wild shot die. Came up with something, but it wasn't a negative. So I hit Gerd for the 4th time, knocking her out of commission, getting another feat of marksmanship. So that's great for me. And taking Gerd out of the fight completely. So good for me. I'll add back my 1 block from my bracers, so that's good. All right. Continue below to 345. Amund is shocked by your quick reflexes as he takes a hit to the shoulder. Ahead of you, smoke is billowing out of the lighthouse torch. You're almost there. As the fog rolls in, you sprint up the hill, dodging arrows as you go. Shit. Pull 2 archer cards, then roll any wild shot die. These dudes are coming after me. I guess I'll just have to take them all the fuck out. Roll a wild shot die. If you roll an X, the archers get hone. I did not. All right, here we go again. I am fighting Torad. He only has a hit accuracy of 2, HP of 3. This guy honestly looks kind of pussy-ish. And Maheen. She looks badass. She's got a skull on the top of her bow, a voodoo doll, like with pins in it, also around her bowstring. Very menacing. But only a hit accuracy of 3 and another HP of 3. But she has a very few combinations of bullseyes that will get the job done for her. So going first, I still have 3 feats of marksmanship, blocking my 2nd, 3rd, and 4th HP. I'm going to use that one I just got and reblock. No, I can't reblock. I already got hit there. I'm going to block the next one. Actually, I'll block number 5. And I've got my bracers that will block my first one. So here goes. I got... No, I didn't get 1 bullseye because that doesn't match. So I'll re-roll 2. I've got kind of what I need. I got half of what I need. All right, I got 1 bullseye. Let's roll my wild shot die. And I can change. So I rolled instinct, which allows me to change 1 shot die to any result that I choose. That's pretty badass. Yeah, I'm going to change that. I'm going to change 1 into completing the 2nd half of a bullseye, and I'm going to put 2 on Maheen because she's way harder to hit. So I'll start with her, and Torad's going to go first. All right, he did get 1, so he's going to remove my block for my 2nd one, actually, which exposes me. And then Maheen's going to go. She rolls 3 die. She did get that 2nd one. However, that's it. So I just took my 2nd HPs, my 2nd damage. I still have my 3rd hitbox, 4th hitbox, and 5th hitbox done. Oh shit, no, I should have blocked that. God damn it, I'm stupid. Because of my bracers. So I'm still exposed. I'm gonna forget this every time because it's new to me. I'm still exposed. My block is still missing for my 2nd one, but nobody hit it. So I'm still good there. So I'm gonna re-roll. I got 1 more bullseye. That's sweet. I'm gonna take out Maheen with that. I'm gonna re-roll these other 2. See if I can get anything I can change one, but it's not going to do anything for me. I don't have what it takes to hit Torad at all. But I do take out Maheen. She was the more dangerous one anyhow. So that's great. It just leaves Torad, who only has 2 dice that he can roll. He does hit me once, that rat fuck. Doesn't hit me a second time. So now I do have 2 HP ticked away. I'm going to use my bracers next time to block my 3rd hitbox first before removing my die. And now I'm going to attack Torad again. I roll my 4 die. I've got 2 different halves. Shit. I got nothing. Let's see if my hit die does anything for me. I can re-roll 1. Give me nothing. That's like the first time I haven't gotten a hit. Torad. Torad actually hits hits my 3rd box twice. That sounds gross. Exposing my 3rd hitbox. However, I don't take any damage from that yet because of my bracers. Oh wait, no, I do take damage. My bracers already went into effect, so I've now been hit a 3rd time. I'm sorry, listeners. That's probably super confusing. Okay. I got 1 bullseye and half of what I need for a second one. I didn't get it. Wild shot die. Wild shot die gave me my 2nd bullseye. So I've got 2 bullseyes against Torad. He's got 1 HP left. Let's hope he doesn't continue to do damage here. He doesn't. He rolled 0 hits on me, thankfully. Did I just get it? I just got it. I got it. Roll my wild shot. Doesn't need it. 3rd bullseye. Torad's dead. I've now taken out 4 of these fucking archers. Still like slightly peppered with arrows. I still have 5 hit boxes left. I've got 2 more blocked. My bracers will block the next one also, which is great. All right, continue on. I hope I don't have to kill like all of these archers. You race up to the lighthouse and beat on the door. Open up, I'm here, you plead. The Baroness strides up on horseback. Who are you planning on meeting? The lighthouse staff? Be a good little girl and hand that over. You can hear the faint gallop of more horses. Discard Priya the pony if acquired. I did not acquire any ponies. Stall the Baroness at 347. Hand over the cylinder at 348. Or push the button on the cylinder. Number 361. I feel like stalling is going to get me killed. Handing over is definitely not what I'm going to do to the Baroness. I feel like I want to push this button. Is this where I hit pause? Is this where I save? This is my save game right here. It seems kind of late in the game. No. We're in the end game now. If this is where I fuck it up, let it be that. Let it be the end of End-Hildegard. I feel like stalling the Baroness is going to get me into a fight. I feel like handing over the cylinder is the wrong decision. I'm going to take the leap. I'm pushing the button on the cylinder. The glowy lady said, if you get into trouble, push the button. I'm pushing the button right now. Moving to card number 361. As I do, I let out a small whimper as the back of card 361 is the first one. That's one of those really, really menacing card backs that I was talking about earlier. On the back, there's a title. It says The Unknown. Great. Oh, turning it over is terrifying. You press the button, and in a blink, you're standing somewhere else. It's dark, uncomfortably warm, and there's a loud, thunderous beat reverberating through the air. The picture is literally me staring at a gigantic heart that's taking up most of the card. The only option is, this is terrifying. And it is. Suddenly, pairs of blazing red orbs emerge from the darkness and close in around you. The options are wait, if reptilian moment is acquired. reptilian fucking moment. I definitely don't have that. Escape, if Cylinder's ring is acquired. I do have that. Or I fear the worst. I'm gonna escape. I don't know if I made the wrong choice or what, but I feel like I've got a card. Like I said, I'm in the end game. The final card number is 376, so I'm on 362. This has got to be the end. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna escape using the Cylinder's ring. You're terrified to realize that the red orbs are eyes. There must be dozens of them scampering towards you. Your location is determined by turning the ring at the base of the cylinder. You turn the cylinder over, and sure enough, the ring is there. You twist the ring until it snaps into place and press the button. Your body, being, and soul burst into dust. For a moment, there's only a void, an infinite expanse. Then, all at once, a lifetime of memories pour into your subconscious. A path is taken, a door unlocks. Your feet form and gently sink into the solidity of a physical plane. Where am I? Moved card 369. You find yourself west of Seacrest, in Moose Marsh, at the foot of an obelisk. Marin is waiting. What did you see? She asks, invigorated. I was transported, just like you said I would be, to somewhere otherworldly. Something was there, all around me. I heard a monstrous heart beating like a drum, you say with a shudder. Yes, it comes closer every moment, she worries. What of the Baroness and Amund? Are they still out there, you ask? I fear they have survived, but let's not worry about them. We're safe for now, she says. Not with my luck. Card 370. Well, darling, you managed to complete your delivery, in a roundabout way. Defeat the wicked Baroness, test out a mystical artifact from a distant world, visit that world, and make it back safely to tell the tale. Job well done, I must say. But there's still more to do. Are you ready? Marin asks. Not sure I want to be a delivery girl anymore. Oh, this isn't a delivery. It's a rescue, she says, matter-of-factly. A rescue for who, you ask? That remains to be seen. I was considering a career change. That a yes? She asks urgently. I get the feeling you already know. Ending, number 21. Well, shit, I don't know who it is, but that's it. Yo, folks, I just beat the fucking game. Finally. I actually beat it here on the podcast with you all. I finally made the right choices, and it was fucking awesome. I went into a really scary void. I don't know what that's about. I'm now like even more excited to go ahead and pick up the second game. I don't know. Is that who I save? I don't know what it's called. I could look it up quick. Yeah, let me do that. Hold on one second. I'm back. Okay, folks. I just went on their website. This is the first time I've been there in a long time. And what they got going on, they got some really fucking cool things, actually. I'm probably going to blow a bunch of money on their site because they have expansions. They've got a Hildegard playmat, which looks really awesome. They have, right now it says coming soon, the Pumpkin Patch expansions box. They've got like what looks like card packs. They've got Bows and Breakfast, Great Outdoors, Crows and Crawdads, Oaks Crossing. So these are probably all expansions that you build into Spire's End-Hildegard. But that's not like even it. The game that I was talking about, that I was seeing, was Spire's End Rangataki, which has another girl on the front. I don't know if it's like darker. It looks like a little bit more tribal-ish. It's got a bunch of skulls and skeletons on the front that the girl's running through. I'll just read the description. Spire's End Ragataki is the next thrilling installment in Spire's End series, continuing the saga with a fresh and compelling narrative. Like Hildegard before her, Rangataki's story reveals an untold chapter that delves deeper into the world of Spire's End and introduces another pivotal character from the original cast. Fuck yeah. It's a solo choose your own path game, same as this one, perfect for newcomers or seasoned players alike. Whether or not you played the previous Spire's End games, this adventure is self-contained and accessible, so it sounds like this is not the follow-up to that. The game unfolds over 3 gripping chapters, so this one has 3 chapters. The cards, it says that cards are tarot sized. These ones in Hildegard are regular sized, so that's definitely different. This is set in a swashbuckling fantasy world. Man, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it looks very much the same. It also has one of these expansions too, one of the card packs called Salt and Sea. The description for that is add some variety with Salt and Sea, the inaugural expansion for Spire's End. Dive into 17 uniquely designed and illustrated cards featuring 5 formidable enemies, 3 enticing drink cards, as well as 3 story cards that weave fresh narratives and surprises into your adventure. So that's awesome. So that's kind of what the other card packs must do for Hildegard. They also have a playmat for this one, so that's really cool. But also what they have, strange enough, which I don't know if this came out beforehand, this is just called Spire's End, not Hildegard, not Ragataki or anything like that, just called Spire's End. And it says, experience the terror and intrigue in Spire's End Volume 1, a 1 to 2 player choose your own path card that harkens back to the game books of the 80s. The ruthless horror story follows the lone survivors of Seacrest, a city destroyed by a mysterious spire that pierced through its heart. With 6 gripping chapters across 109 enormous custom-sized cards, you'll face encounters, interactive scenarios, and breathtaking artwork. And honestly, with Spire's End, it does look like it's a little darker, but there's also like 3 additional things. There's so much on this website. I'm so glad I went on here because I never would have known. There's an expansion called Gunner's Tale. He's another character. It integrates 17 new cards into the game, exploring the lore with 2 new playable characters, a multi-card encounter. There's also one called Marin's Collection, and Marin was the lady that appeared out of the crystal. That's a 38 card expansion that provides a morose new beginning to Spire's End. This character vignette serves as a vital bridge between the stories in Hildegard and Spire's End Volume 1, enriching the narrative and deepening the lore of both games. So both Spire's End Volume 1 and Hildegard are required to play Marin's Collection. So that is really cool. We would have to play through the regular Spire's End in order to play that one. And then they have another one called Siren's Song. This expansion features 16 cards, including previously released favorites like the Rat King, the Mega Mushroom, and the Siren. I don't know what those are. It's got menacing foes like Pipkin and Thistlewick, whatever that means. Spire's End Volume 1 is required to play this. So that's all really cool. So like they have fucking expansions, all sorts of stuff to here. But what's kind of like most exciting is right now in development, there's also Spire's End Volume 2, which is a 1 to 3 player choose your own path card game. So that's pretty awesome. Let's see, Rangataki. Wow, this one's hard to say. Rangataki is only, I think it's only 1 player. It's a solo choose your own path game. I know Hildegard is technically a 1 to 2 player game, so I don't know if this one also has that option. I will say the artwork in Rangataki looks fucking awesome. So I don't know. Maybe I need to pick up Spire's End and play through that one too. Maybe play through Rangataki as well. I don't know which one's the first one to pick up, quite frankly, to keep playing. I'm intrigued. I had a really great time playing this, and so maybe I pick up another one. Spire's End, the regular one's just a 1 to 2 player game. So technically, if I pick that one up, maybe we'll play it again on this same podcast. Maybe I'll grab somebody else to play with me on that one. The sky's the limit here at Tales from the Crypt because we just enjoy playing games. But I'm really, really excited. And if you enjoyed Spire's End and the story in Spire's End, go ahead, let me know that. If it was intriguing enough to continue to play, I'll pick up some of those other games and we can play through them too. Thank you for coming with me on this multi-stage journey. I've really enjoyed myself here, with this being the first time on Tales from the Crypt that we have done any of these kind of solo things. It's a little intimidating if I'm being honest. I talk a lot, probably more than anybody else on the podcast, like solely on the podcast. So I'm a little bit more used to it, but like there's no one else here to help push the story along to make you not sound like an idiot, to cover up for you. It's a solid just episode of me talking. And that's a little daunting, quite frankly. And I'm really excited that we decided to dive in and make these episodes for everybody. So in the future, we're going to have some other people, not just me, do this. And we're going to play, a host of other games just like we do on the regular podcast, just in a smaller format. So really, thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting us and allowing us to do this. And we can't wait to show you what's next. That's all I got for Spire's End. I appreciate it. And I won. I beat the game. I fucking beat the game. And I think in the future, Connor is playing a much harder, like RPG style game. Calling it right now, Connor's going to die in his episode. He's not going to beat it like I just beat it here. Dunzo, shots fired. All right. See you next Tuesday. That's it for today's very, very special episode, Crit Cats. We hope you've enjoyed listening as much as we've enjoyed playing. These bonus episodes wouldn't be possible without all of you, so thank you so much, and we can't wait to have you back. Tales from the Crit is a Wolfbeard Games audio podcast, and if you're not following our Instagram or YouTube channels yet, please go check us out at Tales from the Crit Podcast.